Hello dear students, Teacher Sam here with Maverick Lingo, and today I am back with a longer video. Let's talk about fear. Yes, why do we feel so much fear when time comes for us to speak in English? Why do we feel afraid and anxious and scared? I think it's because we are so used to our native language. We feel very confident when we speak in our native languages. We don't feel afraid, we don't feel scared, we have the vocabulary, but then suddenly you decide to learn a brand new language like English, for example, and there are all these new words, this new way of pronouncing, this new way of speaking. There are many new sounds included in this new language, and so this kind of fills us with anxiety and fear, and we start to doubt ourselves. We start to shake a little bit when it's our turn to speak. So let's speak about this in a very honest way. And my question to you is this: do you really want to learn English, or are you just kind of playing around? Because if you really want to learn English, you have to accept mistakes. You have to understand that making mistakes is the most normal part of any language learning journey. You're not the only one. You're not alone. There are hundreds and thousands and millions of English learners around the world who are making mistakes. That's okay. But what do you do with these mistakes? Let's say you want to pronounce this word right here, and you say education. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but it's not quite correct. Why not? Because you're supposed to say education. So now, okay, education, that's a mistake. What do you do with that mistake? Well, listen, education. Okay, so you start to practice the sound education. If you speak Portuguese, you could think about the word dia or Diego or Edilson. Education, yes. Okay, that's a trick right there. So, write it down and then practice. Listen, it may not happen immediately. It may not happen in 5 minutes. You may have to practice for a couple of hours, but that's okay. Because remember, are you playing around, or are you really here to learn English? Because if you're really here to learn English, you will practice. You will push until the correct way of saying it just comes out naturally. Okay, so don't be afraid of these mistakes. Embrace them, work on them, and I guarantee you, in time, you're going to feel more confident, you're going to feel less afraid, less anxious. So you need to kind of implement this sense of practice and repetition. Yes. Also, accept the fact that feeling afraid and anxious, as I said earlier, is a really normal part when it comes to learning not just English, but any language out there. So please, really, one of my main messages in this video is do not allow yourself to become paralyzed by fear and anxiety to the point where you would rather be quiet than speak. No, don't do that. Please, if you're watching this video right now and you can really relate to what I'm saying, I encourage you, I ask you to start making these changes already today. Accept these mistakes. Understand that feeling nervous and anxious is a very normal part of the process. You're not alone. There are hundreds and thousands and millions of other students who feel exactly like you do. And with practice comes perfection, as we say. With practice comes improvement. And so keep on practicing. Do not give up.